Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and you are watching...
The Nerdy Grail.
So yes, as promised, I did manage to get the fiancé to come back and do another video, but we did say it had to be ideally for either Hell of a Boss or Hazbin Hotel content. However, I still reckon I can get you to do other content as well, but this is related to like the Helliverse style of content, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, after you reacted to Addict, you wanted to react to a couple of more songs, and I was like, well, the number one song that people think of with Hazbin Hotel has got to be Insane.
Yeah, that's the one you mention quite a lot to me. I have heard it around, but I've not actually listened to it.
You haven't listened to it properly?
No, but I do vaguely know the tune to a degree. But I will be interested to listen to it.
I would have been surprised if you managed to avoid it, to be honest.
Yeah, it seems to be impossible to avoid.
There was a point where you could not go on YouTube without hearing this song.
So I am really interested to see it. And it is just called Insane, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although on YouTube it's listed as Insane, a Hazbin Hotel Song.
Yeah, that's just to make it very clear.
Yeah. And who's it by?
So it's Gryph0n and Baasik, who... I don't know if everybody knows this, but he's actually the one who worked on a lot of the songs for the Hazbin Hotel pilot, as well as he is actually the singing voice actor for Alistair in that pilot as well. So he was working on the show, he wrote this song, he wasn't even sure if he was allowed to post it at first, but he showed it to Viv, who made the show, and she absolutely loved it, so he took that as permission, and it just spiraled from there.
See, the more you know. See, I mean, you have talked about it a little bit to me in the past, but that's the first fully detailed. So no, it's good. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Nice to have a bit of backstory almost going into it as well. And it's nice to see, obviously, it was the pilot.
Yeah, he worked on the songs and he's the singing voice for Alistair. He did have a different talking voice, which is Ed Bosco, who is currently playing Striker in Hell of a Boss, so it's nice that he got to come back to it. But yeah, so even though this is a fan song, it's considered like a sort of canon fan song because it was made with insider knowledge. It was made with permission from the creator.
Okay. That's interesting. Well, should we actually have a little listen to it then?
Let's get into it.
See what this is all about. I still love like radio, the radio voice that comes out of Alistair.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. Can you tell me where I am? I don't know how I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand.
So when he says, I don't know how I got here, are we assuming then that that's him trying to say about how he first got into hell?
Yeah, this is written as if this is Alistair when he first arrives in hell.
So that's what this is about, him first trying to find himself almost?
So he first arrives in hell, he's trying to work out what's going on, where he is.
That's quite interesting, because I'd like to, hopefully we get that visually on screen in Hazbin Hotel.
Well, we know in Season 2 we are going to see some of Alistair's backstory. Like, that is officially going to get canonised. Which, again, we've heard the creator talk about his backstory, but it's never been, like, finalised in the show, which is going to be fun. So it'd be interesting to see if they do a little bit of this, of when he first arrives in hell as well.
Get him to
as
do
how
this,
he died.
Get him to do this song.
I would love it if this song appeared.
Put this song actually in it then as well.
I know lots of people want this song, even if it's just in the background, just to be referenced in the show.
Like have the tune or the beats or whatever's going on, or a couple of words that's similar, almost like they're paying homage to it a little bit.
Well, even if it's just Alistair humming it, because...
Yeah, that'd be good.
The song that inspired Alistair in the first place was You're Never Fully Dressed Without a Smile from the musical Annie. And in the pilot, you can actually hear him humming that song to himself. Like when Vaggie is pulling Charlie aside saying, don't trust this guy, he's humming along to that song that inspired his creation.
Fair.
So it'd be nice to just get another little thing like this referencing this song.
She's like a knowledge bank of stuff here. I
have fallen deep into the Helliverse rabbit hole.
She can't get out. She can't put the shovel down. It's too late now. But let's have a little go then, let's see.
I don't belong among the angels, and maybe that's just fine with me. The things I did up there were high school, but now I'm going for my degree. Hey, sorry, but you just got in my way. I promise, honey, I can feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit.
Oh, I like the twisted, like contorted his face a little bit there.
Oh, it contorts even more.
It gets even more intense. Because we haven't seen that enough from Alistair in the show. You get little bits here and there, you know, where he
goes a little bit eldritch, but we haven't seen him like fully.
No, I want to see that a lot
himself.
more. Because just the smile is so
yeah
eerie and creepy. It seems more creepy in
the
pilot
The
design.
pilot pushed it even more.
Yeah, it's not as prominent. It's still prominent, but it doesn't feel as prominent in the normal
it's because
design.
the pilot obviously is a lot more of Vid's personal style, which is more like wacky and cartoony.
Yeah.
For the series, because there was a whole team working on it, it had to be simplified a little bit more.
I just like the little monocle. I can't.
His little floating monocle.
Same since I expired, doesn't mean that I plan to retire. And now I have the power to bathe all of you in entertaining fire.
Yeah, this is like the beat that I heard everywhere. And all these symbols that's cropping up on the
screen. So they are actual voodoo symbols that they use.
All these are actual
These
voodoo.
are actual symbols in like the voodoo culture. Also, that little riff, the scat in the da-da-da-da-da, that's actually a reference to an old Betty Boop cartoon song, which is obviously all jazz, and Alistair is very jazz and swing-focused.
And then you can see now here that
with his radio dialize.
And also like
full shadow mode.
Even the U2s does this now. This is like Radio Demon.
Yeah, because
Alistair.
the U2s actually calls this Radio Demon when he's in his like shadow form with the dial eyes and everything.
Which is an interesting way to go about it, but we'll see. I feel like he just popped him and ankle.
I know. It's such a good tune.
What was that then?
Would you win a pal of mine? Departed from us far too early, but now we're meeting a second time. We used to have such fun together. Maybe you have what I need. But first I have
fading out there.
question. Tell me, do you demons bleed?
Oh, you know, look at that. That's just
yeah.
And also tell me, do you demons bleed? I feel like I don't know.
It's just
that's just typical Alistair, though, isn't it? Really, let's be real.
Yeah, and again, we don't know how much of this is going to stay like part of his backstory or anything when they show it. But this idea that he fell to hell, realised, oh, this is where I am. While I was bad in life, I'm going to be even worse in hell.
Yeah,
and even turn it against his friends.
Yeah, it does.
To further himself.
It does feel a bit like, well, I might as well continue, you know, being bad down here if I've been sent down here.
Yeah, well,
I might as well be bad since in hell, so you got to be bad.
Well, that one line, I love it so much. The things I did up there were high school, but now I'm going for my degree.
Yeah.
He was a serial killer when he's alive, and he's even worse now that he's in hell.
Yeah, you moved on to the next stage now.
He's graduated to being even worse.
Now he's going to have his be able to go to have it to be his like full-time job almost.
Yeah, well,
like,
now he's got the power to back it up, whereas before
Yeah.
he was just a human. Now he's got all these powers to help him.
He's got all the grades.
What's the thing of, like, you're meant to go to hell to suffer, but Alistair found a way to profit from it.
Yeah, which I feel like he's like...
Like, he
one of the only
thrives more in
characters he
hell
could.
than he probably did when he was alive.
Hey, you black and white.
I promise, honey, I can't feel your pain, and maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me insane? Since I expired, doesn't mean that
Yeah, Alistair definitely needs to, at least like you said, at least hum this in the background, because that would be great. Maybe he could turn into like a demon if he hums it and gets too into it.
But also, it's a bit subtle in the show, but that effect they do there with just the teeth are glowing as he's speaking.
Yeah.
He does do that in the full series. When he goes full radio demon, attacking the loan sharks, his grin stays fixed and he just glows. Like it's doing right here.
And that's creepy as well, then to cut it all out completely, just got that red silhouette there.
maybe I enjoy it just a little bit. Does that make me insane?
Oh, and then the static fading away.
Yeah.
Insane. That's pretty cool. It's quite a nice, neat little tune.
It is a great start. It gets stuck in your head so easily.
I was going to say, especially the ba 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 da ba
yeah,
ba,
the
but yeah,
scatting.
you can get that like proper stuck in your head.
Yeah.
And I feel like I am going to have that stuck in my head now the whole time.
I will probably be singing it for the rest of the day now.
I mean, you play all these songs all
Yeah.
the time. You can't help it.
Well, I was actually a little bit late coming into the fandom. I didn't come into the fandom until the series was fully out on Prime.
I mean, I was later than you.
Yeah, and I got you into it.
So I'm really, really late.
So this song was part of what like drew me into it at first, because I heard this song everywhere and I needed to know the show it was referencing.
And well, now you know.
Yeah, because I was so intrigued by the character of Alistair.
I feel like this would be something that would, if I saw this, I would be interested to see where he's
where
from.
it come from.
Because he is a cool character, cool design. I like that tune because I'd be interested to know. If I didn't want to read the descriptions or anything, I'd be like, I'd love to hear that song then in whatever show or movie that's from.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'd stumble across then Hazbin Hotel, see that character, go, he looks exactly like what I just saw, and then...
Yeah. Well, I always compare this song, like, this song is to Hazbin Hotel what the Living Tombstones song Five Nights at Freddy's is to the FNAF franchise. Like, even if you don't know the fandom and the games it comes from, you know that song.
Yeah.
To the point where when they made the FNAF movie, they actually made that song now part of the canon. So I feel like Insane could do the same for Hazbin. Because lots of people have heard this song even if they don't know the fandom it's from.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've heard this beat before, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you that Hazbin did anything with it. Or
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
related to anything Hazbin related. I just would be able to say I've heard that beat before.
Yeah.
It's like that with a lot of things. Like, well, even Addict. Like, when you told me about Addict, when I listened to Addict, I'd sort of heard that before. I don't know whether you'd played it before in the background, maybe, and that's where it was sticking
Possibly,
in my head.
but a lot of YouTube shorts use a lot of clips from songs.
But I had heard it before somewhere. It was coming back to my mind, but which I loved Addict as well, and I love this one as well. I think they've both been really good so far, the fan songs or the spin-off songs, however you want to categorise them. But
so many good fan songs.
Well, I know there's another one that probably we'll do a video on at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's more Hell of a Boss.
Yes, that's a Hell of a Boss one.
Related. But I have enjoyed doing having a little listen to this one, and it's quite nice that it's quite short and sweet as well. Because when it comes to like fan songs or songs that aren't in the official show,
yeah, there's some that are a lot longer.
Yeah, and so I'm kind of glad that it's a little bit short and sweet, and just you don't feel like you've got a lot of lyrics you have to learn with this one either. You could get this one down.
The chorus repeats quite a bit.
But I do like it, and I suppose that links into the title. Insane. The fact that the same lyrics makes you go insane. The same beat, the same lyrics all the time. You're sort of getting drummed into your head a little bit.
Well, it is almost like, Alistair does something and then rinse and repeat. He does it again and again and again. Like, he just keeps up with his, like I said, serial killer in life, and he just keeps killing people even when he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, he refuses to stop.
But yeah. But no, I did enjoy actually getting to listen to that and to drag you into another video, which I will obviously have to drag you into more videos, especially relating to Hazbin and Hell of a Boss. But I think we will sign off there for now. So this is going to be me signing off again, the Nerdy Grail, and then saying goodbye again for your second ever video. But I will see you all in the next video, and I'm sure you'll pop back up again.
I'm sure I'll be back.
Especially to do reactions to more Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel content, especially fan songs as well.
Yeah,
well, I'm
obsessed with these songs. I know most of them by heart.
But for now, I am going to be signing off. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye.